terrifying place, left alone here in my head. Remember every last mistake. I can't forgive, I can't forget. But if I face my darkest days, will I finally make my peace with the past I buried deep inside the darkest part of me? No, I will not be defined by the life I left behind. You're gonna see, I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. I'm face to face with the devil. I am not afraid. My life is worth the struggle. My scars are my war paint. Face to face with the devil. Pray it's not too late. My past will not define me. I'm face to face. I fought the devil and I live to tell. I fought the devil and I live to tell. No one ever held my hand, always me against the world. And one with monsters in my head, kept digging down till I'm cold. I'm not ashamed of who I was. You'll never take this from me.
Yo, what's good? DWA. First things first, I like to say thank you, IWF, for being great competition. You had us in the corner, and even though we won at least 1 year, you guys did your best and won last year. So, rest in peace. Now back to what I had to say, and I gotta talk to a specific person. Mama Thunderbolt Joe. First off, I'm gonna have to say this, and you can take offense to this or not. I don't really mind, but I do like to apologize. I am so sorry that you gave birth to one of the most diabolical, disturbing, and god-darn world-ending disappointments as a son. And he might have gotten it from his father, because if he'd gotten it from you, then, well, let's not go down that rabbit hole. But I am sorry that you raised such a coward, that you raised such a conniving punk, a certified pussy, who all he does is drink and sneak people, instead of facing them like a man. That is how I know that he probably never got that from his father. And his father was probably a bitch too. Sorry for cursing, but honestly, man, you know what? Nah, I'm not apologizing for that, because it's the truth. And I am so sorry for what I'm gonna have to do to your son. I didn't want to do this, but he forced my hand. So now I gotta end him. And I gotta end his partner. I'm supposed to be fighting two of the greatest men in the tag division of DWA. But I don't see them. All I see is one man and one crybaby punk. My God, the way he always bitching and moaning, it kind of reminds me of Drake when he lost that battle to Kendrick. Yeah, y'all know about that? Big hit in 2025. So now, I gotta beat him, I gotta beat Leo and Arthur, in case those two get involved in the tag division, which, let's be honest, they will. And I gotta possibly beat Jazz and his bum-ass partner DK if they get into the tag division, which if they do, guess what, buddy? It's over for you. And hell, while I'm at it, I got a shovel and I got GPS. So I'll just bury Joe next to his dead-ass wife. I'll bury him and his hopes and dreams like how CM Punk is gonna bury Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. It's not a matter of if or when, it's definitely going to happen. Just like how I'm gonna bury Joe. I'm not a nice guy. I never said I was, and I don't plan on being a nice guy. But here's something I know that I'm great at and Joe cannot do. Here's the one thing I know that I can do, but your son couldn't. I can look at myself in the mirror and I can be proud of the man I am, despite the mistakes I have made in my life, and despite what other people say about me, despite how everyone has an opinion. And yet, I'm willing to do what I can. And I can still look at myself and say that I'm proud of you. Despite what you've done, I am proud of you. Because I am what it takes to be a real man who own up to his mistake and still move forward. Can't say the same about Joe. Oh. And before I forget, there's a certain someone who's been wanting to fight me week after week after week. And his name is Austin Jones. Listen, buddy, I get it. I get it. You want to beat me so you can reach a higher level. But guess what? You will never be the level that I am at. Because unlike you, I can hold a title more than a week. I have done a lot of things in my career that I am proud of. I can't say the same about you. And the funny thing is, no one has ever compared me to anybody else because I didn't need to do that. I proved that I could be my own person, all on my own. They don't call me the king of DDTs for nothing. But the one thing I know I am, which is what you're not, and what all the other guys I mentioned, well, besides Leo, but honestly, that's a whole can of worms that I do not want to open. The one thing I can say is that I'm a man who's willing to evolve himself to the next level. And when I get knocked down, I get right back up and I keep throwing punches. You are like Muhammad Ali. Actually, no, not even that. You're more like Rocky Balboa before he fought Apollo Creed. Me? Shit. I'm Adonis Creed in his prime. So if you want to get dog walk, just step in the ring. I got the leash. So let's dance, buddy.